I can squeeze something in. Dan, very nice to meet you.
I'm Marga Rose.
Marga Rose. I love that middle name, that Rose.
It's all one word. Marga Rose.
Marga Rose. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I've never heard that one before. Where is that from?
My mother.
Okay.
I'm named after her, and I named my daughter after me.
Oh, so
it goes 3 generations strong.
That's awesome. Are you from Philadelphia, Marga Rose?
I'm from Lansdowne, but that's the outskirts.
Yes.
So I still rep Philly.
There you go.
Especially when I'm out of town, people are like, Lands where? I'm like, Philly.
I Lansdaled right in Philly. What do you love about Philadelphia?
About Philadelphia, what do I love? I love the sense of community with the row homes, right?
Right.
We have so many row homes in Philadelphia. And if you grew up in a row home, when you come outside, everybody knows everybody. And everybody's help watching everybody's kids. That's your village.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a village to what?
To raise anybody, a child.
Yes. So that's what I love about Philly. We still have villages all over the place.
You have to find them. It's almost like you have to find your own little niche community. But I do see that all the time. And you do see familiar faces the more you go out and you run into the same crowds. It's the same people. And I value it's the active part of Philadelphia. There's a very non-active part, right? The people, and I want to do this to invite everybody out and to see, some people need a personal invite, out into the community and say we're very welcoming and come and have fun. You know what I mean?
I just went to a block party today.
Okay.
And it was for a street that was a part of my upbringing. Shout out to Greylock Street.
Okay.
And everyone from like when we were walking around in diapers to seeing everybody with their own children now, and it's still that sense of community out there. It's awesome.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do in Philadelphia?
I like to chill by the waterfront.
Okay.
Yeah.
Penn's Landing.
Penn's Landing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your fondest memory in Philadelphia?
Well, growing up with 2 older brothers, I always was a tomboy. So
Okay.
I would ride around, following after them.
Okay.
On my little Suzuki.
The dirt bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Chasing after them, trying to catch up. It's a funny story. I remember one time I'm following behind them on Cobbs Creek, and I think a puppy or something. Somebody was walking a dog, and it caught my attention, and I turned my head to look, and whoops, and I lost control. And they were so mad at me because I went out into traffic and came back.
Well, at least you're okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Been riding around the city with bikes since I was 6 with you guys. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So
I'm not
I
gonna
ride
say how
myself.
long.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle in itself, riding the bikes. What is one thing you've experienced and it's like that's a crazy thing that like sits with you and it's like only a Philly thing, you know what I mean?
Well, I seen that joint last week. Did you see that joint?
There's such a wide range of Johns.
Precisely. I love that we got our own lingo and we can communicate with each other and know exactly what we talking about. Like, pass me that joint right there.
Yeah. We make our own shit up.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we put it on billboards and act like it's a word in the dictionary.
I think it is now.
Is it? Is John actual word?
Hey, it's a noun.
No way.
I
That's
believe it is.
crazy.
Like,
Philly
that
people
John crazy,
showing
right?
up. Yeah,
That
okay.
joint crazy.
What is one piece of advice you could give to the people out there?
Well, when I'm giving advice, I usually like to reach out to the next generation that's following after us. And I would just say, stay focused.
Okay.
And leave the drugs and drinking alone. It's not even necessary. You wouldn't be able to guess how old I am. A lot of people think I'm much, much younger than what I am, and it's because I leave the drugs and the drinking alone. My clarity has surpassed so many different people just because of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And I read inside of 50 Cent's book that's the reason why he's made it so far in his career is because that he chose to not drug and drink. And when you have that focus in life, you just excel. So excel in life.
And you got a fatter wallet.
For sure, because the habit costs, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What is your dream in life? And do you chase it?
My dream in life is to make a difference.
Okay.
One person at a time, one life at a time, and that's my goal, to make a mark. Even though each life is just like a grain of sand, but enough grain of sand can come together, and you add a little bit of water, and you take the grain of sand and mush it together, and next thing you know, you add some fire to it, right?
Fire to the sand.
And what happens when you add fire to sand?
Glass.
You get glass, right? And that's something that is useful.
Yes.
Right? Makes
Yes.
a difference. Just find a way to make your grain of sand make a difference. So,
Well, thank you very much, Margot Rolls.
Margot.
Margot.
I've never heard
Margot
anyone
Rolls.
butcher it that bad.
I know, it's been a long day.
Rose.
Margot Rose.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
You
I
can find me
appreciate
on Instagram, Margot Rose Hidden Gem. You can also find me podcasting with Get the Money First. Always.
Are you going to say the last part?
I say always.
Okay. I didn't get the always option. That
Hey,
wasn't an option.
We're two different ones. Like,
What do you mean? He said.
we're two different interviews. So he
Oh.
does his interviews his way, and I do it my way. So,
Oh,
so
okay.
mine's is
Okay.
that's his catchphrase, and then his is that, and mine
Okay.
is always.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time
It was
tonight.
nice meeting you, and I look forward to catching this feed where?
It'll be on our YouTube in a week.
Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Margot Rose Hidden Gem. That's MARGAROSE_hidden_GEM Gem.
There you go.
Thank
you.
you.
What's up, Dan?
What's up?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Do you live in Philly?
Yeah, I live in South Philly.
Okay. So what's it like living in Philly for you?
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best city in the country.
Have you lived elsewhere?
No.
No. Okay.
But I've been everywhere else, and I always say that Philly is the best because I always want to come back to it.
What do you think makes Philly the best, Dan?
It's affordable. There's real people here. Like not everybody's just like social climbing. You can make a living and have fun here.
Absolutely.
But if you're from New York and you're hearing this, stay the fuck out. It's hard. You're gonna have a real hard time here.
They're coming. They're coming, Dan.
The food's trash. There's nothing for you here. Just stay wherever you're at.
Don't listen to the rest of this interview.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite thing to do in Philly? Like it's a Saturday night, you're here on South Street. What's your favorite activity?
Honestly, just ride my bike.
Really?
Like
Okay.
right, doing an interview. You want to be
yeah.
next? All right, you're
Stick
next.
around
You
for a
gotta wait.
minute. Yeah.
Wait your turn. Post up. I
About
don't know.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, all right.
So what's your favorite thing? Riding the
Riding
bike.
my bike. Yeah, that's the only way to really get to know the city. I mean, I was just working. I was shooting a concert up at the Electric Factory.
Okay.
And I don't want to drive there and park or whatever. Like it's such a bikeable city, but you can't be afraid. You know, like you're gonna get hit sometimes. I've been like T-boned before. Like
Yep.
you know, you hit the trolley tracks, but like you got to pick yourself back up. You get back out there on the bike.
That's life.
And
man.
exactly. So Philly will teach you things like that. And I just love walking around and seeing what's going on. So that's why I cut down South Street. I'm just like, I'm heading home. I'm like, fuck it, like see what's going on.
There you
And
go.
meet you, do an interview.
There you go. And
You know.
that's the awesome part. Like I ride motorcycles a lot,
Okay.
and that's like, it's a welcoming community. No matter where you go, you pull up on the bike, people want to talk to you about the
Exactly.
bike. They
Yeah.
welcome you. They show you the cool stuff they
Yeah.
know, and that's what life should be, right? Like it's hard when we don't communicate and
Yeah.
welcome one another into what's going on. You know what I mean? What is one thing you wish you could see changed in Philadelphia?
Less construction.
Less construction.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't
I
heard
think
that,
that
one
would
today.
help. Or more affordable housing for people.
Yes.
Just like changing policies. Like fuck all the building, the high rises. Like nobody wants that.
Amen.
That I love everything else about Philly. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe like less violent crimes. You know,
Yeah.
like we need a city of brotherly love. We got to bring it back.
Okay.
But
So-
I love this city.
That's good. That's good. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
I love it too. It makes me feel like at peace and at home. I feel anxious other places. But,
Yeah, I
you
also
know.
feel that. Like if I went to Boston one time, it was too clean.
Yeah, okay.
I felt like so anxious. I'm like, I don't like it.
I
Like,
can't put my cigarette butt nowhere.
yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be me, but like,
Right,
I
right.
don't be littering, but I just like the vibe here. Like,
Okay.
The grit. You
Yeah,
know, that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
everybody says. Like,
Real. It's
yeah,
real.
It's just real.
Yeah.
It's a real place.
What is, from one Dan to another, what is your dream in life? Like, I feel like a lot of the people that watch don't have aspirations that they chase. Is there a dream?
What's the viewers? What's the audience here?
The audience
you
is
just
mixed.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people that I've worked with and done business for, and a lot of people
What's
that
the
sat
work that you
down. So I'm a commercial videographer.
No
So
way.
I go
Okay, cool.
around and I film things for the news, for
Yeah.
companies, whoever needs footage.
Cool.
Our main bread and butter is drones.
Drones,
So like
okay.
we have big drones, small
Yeah.
drones.
I work in the film industry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good scene here for film. You
Yes.
know, there's a lot of people, a lot of businesses who need it. A strong, like that's another thing here is like you have communities, you have art communities. Like in my world, like the film community is strong, where like people just hit me up when there's work, and then I go to work, and I never have to really worry about it, which is like I'm so fortunate for that, you know. And like people look out for you here, they have your back, and they keep you in mind for things and opportunities, you know.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of places lack that.
Yeah,
And I-
everybody's so focused on their own thing. They got their nose in their phones. They're not really paying attention to what's around. And like here, you get a little more, you know, people looking around, trying to see where they can help or help other people, and just like, I mean, that's the best thing you can do in life is just help other people.
Well, it helps
You know?
the community.
Yeah.
The stronger, the weakest link is how strong the community
You're
is,
only
right?
as strong as your weakest link.
Right.
You know, so if the community's failing, then you're failing. So you got to help the ones who are falling down.
Absolutely.
It's like a mosh pit. If somebody falls down, you pick them back up and you get back in there.
Exactly.
You know?
To get punched right back in the face.
Mhm.
Amen.
And that's Philly.
Yeah. Is there one piece of life advice you could give the people that you've used in your own life?
I like the phrase, it's not too late and you're not too old. You can always make a change and you can always make a difference in someone else's life.
Amen.
You know, you can always like influence somebody or help somebody. Like even if, you know, you don't do anything your whole life and then you do one thing that helps change or guide someone else in the right direction or help them in their path, then it's worth it, you know?
Amen.
Like, so it's like, you never know when that's gonna happen. You know, you could feel like you're falling down your whole life, and then, you know, you step out and you help someone, and then that makes it all worth it. So just keep trying,
Yep.
keep picking yourself back up, keep going.
Determination is key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't let like, I don't know, don't let your fire burn out.
Yes.
That's like what I'm most afraid of, is just like losing like my desire to like keep doing things all the time. Like,
Do you ever struggle with that?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like wintertime,
Yeah.
you know, when you're like inside. I like to just be outside. That's why I'm just like, I was at this concert and I'm just like, well, I don't like want to go home, but I know I'm tired, but it's so nice out. Like you got to just enjoy it while you have it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, thank you very much,
Hey,
Dan.
it was great
I
talking
greatly
to you.
appreciate sitting and chatting, man.
Awesome.
Stay cool, and if the people wanted to find you and give yourself a shout out, how could they find the Dan?
Dan X White on Instagram. Sure.
Okay. If you ever need a videographer in the film industry,
Yeah, if you ever
Dan's
need some
here.
film stuff, I do all that.
All right. Dan, very nice to meet you.
Musain.
Hussein D. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. Are you guys from Philadelphia?
Yes,
What part?
I'm from North Philadelphia.
North.
From North as well.
Okay. What's your favorite part of Philadelphia? Like thing to do, aspect of?
Well, my favorite part of Philadelphia is probably downtown area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of activities like down here, South Street, Penn's Landing, stuff to do.
Okay. You like to people watch, interact? How,
Yeah.
You gotta interact. You
I
gotta-
love the
it's a-
people
it's a
watching
busy
all that.
city,
Amen.
so you gotta interact.
Yeah.
Amen. What's your favorite thing to do, like, of all the city, like, activity, what you're gonna go do and spend the night doing?
I ain't gonna lie, us as men, you know, we like to party, bar hop, go out, see beautiful women, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
plenty of that.
Yeah,
What-
we like to have
Plenty of
fun.
that.
What is one thing you wish you could see changed about Philadelphia? Like,
The
that-
violence.
The violence.
The violence. Most definitely.
A little bit more love. That's all we need.
Okay.
A little bit more
Wish
love.
they show more brotherly love.
Do you guys have any idea of how to fix the violence? It scratches everybody's head.
It starts
I
from
mean,
the
it
parents.
start. I mean, you could be one person and you could just try to travel it to each person. I mean, just try to, make it hand in hand type. Just try to make sure everyone can touch it.
It start with the parents in their home first.
Yeah.
It's the freedom that the parents is giving the kids nowadays. When I grew up, it was a lot more stricter. Now it's just like
Yeah.
babies
There's a lot of
having babies.
leeway. It's a lot of
Babies
leeway
having
now.
babies. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your guys' dream in life?
I ain't gonna lie, my aspiration.
I mean, I want to
I'm
be.
a musician. I rap.
Okay.
I would love to be a big artist one day. You know,
Yeah, I'm a fashion designer. I want to get into fashion. That's my old
and
thing.
this is my blood brother.
Yeah, we
Okay.
My
brothers.
oldest brother.
Okay. Okay. And if they wanted to find you for the music or for the
Find me
fashion?
for the music or the fashion is at Musain M, as in me, OOSAINE __. Musain ___ on every platform.
And you can find me at Detoxic. DETOXXICK. Detoxic.
Okay. And if there's one piece of life advice you could give to anybody out there that you've used yourself in your struggles or just your day-to-day life, what could you say to the people?
If you have a goal, just keep striving to make that goal every day.
Something to say to the people. Don't be nothing that you ain't. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Be yourself. Chase your goals. Be your own person.
Follow your dreams.
That's all.
So I got two more questions for you. You guys have grown up in Philly forever, right? What's the coolest thing you've ever seen in Philadelphia? Like one fond memory you have of Philadelphia that like you think back on and you're like, I wish that fucking happened again, dude.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to go to the Smith Playground. It's at 33rd and Ridge,
Okay.
and it's a big sliding board.
Okay.
And it's like it was the biggest sliding board in the city. Like it could fit like 20 people on the sliding board going down. Yeah, it was fun. Like,
And it's not there anymore? It's still there?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of people going there in years. So
Okay.
But it was
33rd and Ridge?
33rd and Ridge.
Okay. What about you?
Well, one of my favorite moments is Susquehanna Day.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
It's like a festival that the city gives to my neighborhood where I grew up
Okay.
at. Down
Yeah,
Northfield.
it used to be like
It's
from
like a 30
it used
block
to be like
radius,
22nd
all
Street
festivities.
all the way to Broad Street.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
And
then
it used to
another
be
one.
nothing but festivals.
Another one. What was
Carnivals,
the joint?
all that.
What was the joint called?
When that stopped?
The joint where all the girls
Stop.
come
Stop
out and
when
they
the
get
violence
naked
came.
and all that. The joint when they go all the way up and down Broad Street when the bitches be naked and all that.
Oh, the naked bike ride.
Yeah.
That was today.
Yeah. Oh, it was
What?
today?
That was today.
They did it? They
They
started
did
it
it
back up?
today. Oh yeah, they've been doing that for 8 years, 9 years now straight. They don't stop.
See, I'm missing it, man.
Yeah,
See?
today
I
they
actually
started-
moved out of the city.
Okay.
I had to get out of here. It's too violent. Got kids to raise. Trying to change my whole thing, you know?
Yeah, I
Just
get
down here
that.
with the wife and kids right now.
I get that. Well, it seems like you're in a safe area.
Right.
Yeah, but they started at Glendale Rock Garden or
Mm-hmm.
Glending Rock Garden by the art museum on Kelly Drive, and then they went down Kelly Drive, Spring
Wow.
Garden, and around
You
City
gotta
Hall,
check
and
that out.
they stopped at Drexel Park.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm a videographer, so I'm a commercial videographer. I go around the city and I film everything, whether it be for the news, commercial businesses,
You
or
from
like
Philly?
yes, yep,
Okay,
Northeast
what part?
Philly.
Northeast?
Yep, like Pennypack Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
So
I know
like,
the whole city.
You go viral on Instagram and stuff like that?
no, not yet. But the whole goal is, you see, like Fox, ABC, they're dying, right?
Yeah.
That nobody.
All of them
When's
is
the
dying.
last time you watched the news, right?
All the news is dying.
Right.
ESPN, all that.
So my idea is to change our news, right? To have a
Right.
Philly-based news program that us Philadelphians can tune to and see the good things going on. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like what's actually happening in the community
Good.
and
They
the
paint
reason.
us as a
Change.
bad city, right?
And what
Right.
you could
They
change.
look
right.
at us as a bad
Right.
city. It's a beautiful city.
Right, and you need to
Just
hear
got
that
it right,
to
you
want to
gotta hear
fix
that.
things, right? If
Right.
you all hear it's just broken all the time, what the fuck's the point in fixing it, right?
Right.
But if you show people the naked bike rides, the beautiful art, the awesome community centers where people are just out walking and enjoying the
Right,
night, sitting down and talking,
Just
they,
take a walk down Broad Street.
right?
It'd be
They,
hard. Just
they-
take a walk down Broad Street.
right. They want to preserve that, right?
Right.
So I want to give people the ability to see and hear from you guys, you know, and see like, hey, this is what everybody else is thinking.
Oh, okay.
They're catcalling you.
I thought it was
What is the craziest thing you've ever seen in Philly? Like something that like you're like, wow, that's something you only see in Philly.
You see my friend get killed.
You said you saw your friend get killed?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I'm very
Whole lot of
sorry.
it.
That.
I was a teenager.
Do you think that changed your life?
Yes.
Traumatizing.
It changed the trajectory of my life, yes.
Do you think every day that like sits with you, like that makes change, like you make choices in your everyday life because of that event?
Yes.
Yeah. Especially coming outside and surviving in the world, yeah.
Well, because people talk, so there's a lot of people that talk about PTSD,
Right.
and that's some
Right,
serious
it's real,
shit,
it's real,
right?
Yeah,
So,
it's real, it's definitely real.
and there's people that have PTSD about getting hit by cars
I
or
got
like,
shot, so my PTSD up there. Yeah, I got shot, so it's just like I'm jittery. That's why I keep moving around, looking around.
right, making sure your
Right.
environment's cool.
Right.
Well, that's scary. That's scary to think about, and that's
Living
scary.
in Philadelphia.
Yes. Yes.
You just gotta overcome, the challenges. Think about the positive things in life.
No doubt.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for sitting down with me. I appreciate you taking the time and the
No.
interest, you know.
Whoever
And
needs somebody else to talk to, call me. Add me on the
Absolutely.
gram.
Right.
Follow
Absolutely.
me. I'll get your Instagram. You
Yeah.
got your Instagram?
what's up, everybody? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me, and welcome to South Street. Are you guys all from Philly?
No, we live in
from
Jersey,
Jersey.
so we come out here a lot.
Okay. Is there a reason you come to Philly as opposed
I
to
have
staying?
a lot of family out here,
Friends and family.
we
A lot
like
of
we
family.
like
There's
it's
a lot
stuff-
of more places out
yeah,
here.
a lot of stuff to do,
Stuff
a
to
lot of places
try.
to eat.
There's lots of people around all the time.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing in Philly? Like to do or about Philly?
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay. We got a couple foodies in the house. There you
Yeah,
go.
there's a lot of food places
Like
to
I
try
really
out
like
here.
the hot sandwiches. What's it called?
Assad's hot
Assad's
chicken,
hot
Dave's
chicken.
hot chicken.
Yeah, those are my
all those
favorite
places.
things.
Okay. Have you heard of Oh My God Hot Chicken?
Yes, I have. I have. Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
There's so many places. So, like, what's your favorite place? If you had to nail one down, would it be a cheesesteak place or would it be a chicken
No,
place?
chicken.
Chicken.
I would say
Chicken.
I would say probably like not what's the last one we went to, the last hot chicken place we went to?
Which one?
I'm gonna say it's
Okay, hot chicken?
yeah.
Okay, hot chicken.
I think it's okay hot chicken.
There's
or
so many
even-
chicken places.
It's a lot. It was either a size, but they all good.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many ways you can make chicken, though, right?
Yeah.
Either good or bad.
Yeah.
You know.
But some places make it crispier than others.
Yeah.
That is true. What's one major difference from Jersey to Philadelphia that you
It's
see?
the city.
The Philly is the city. There's people around all the time.
like
everywhere.
Jersey is more quiet.
It's very suburbs.
Yeah, it's more. It's like more. It's just like not a lot of people. Like you have your own
Philly is
space.
very close around. Jersey is more spread apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you need a car to live here. You need a car to live
You
here.
have to have a
Like
car.
in Philly, you can walk a lot of places,
Yeah.
but in Jersey, like the walk is like far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today they have you ever heard of the Philly Naked Bike Ride?
I've heard
So
of it. I've heard
okay,
of it.
today was Philly Naked Bike Ride. So there was 1,000 naked people riding their bicycles all the way around Philly.
Butt naked.
Butt naked.
How do I miss that?
So they went from Glendale Rock Garden all the way down Spring Garden and Ben Franklin Parkway around the City Hall and then to Drexel Park.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, they did 12 miles,
Oh
all
my
butt naked.
gosh.
They don't-
But like that
I
don't
never
hurt their
heard of it.
butt. On
Some of them
or-
had towels on their
Oh,
seats.
The
okay.
cops don't stop them. They don't
So the cops blocked off a couple of sections. They do it every year on the same date, 8/24, and they do it all around the world. Not the world, but America.
So like, what do they get out of it? Do they just do it like just to do it? Like,
So they're advocating for two things. One is bicycle safety, right?
Okay.
So they want people to see them, right?
Yeah.
And then the other is freedom of naturists. They call
Yeah, that
they
makes
don't
sense.
call themselves nudists anymore. They say naturists. So like they want, it's and I interviewed some of them, right? We talked and it's more of like freeing, right? We feel very like I wear Calvin Klein, right? When I come out and I do these, because I feel almost judged by the label on my body. Now you remove the labels and it's just you're self-conscious, like what you don't like about yourself. Either your legs or your arms or whatever it may be. This is a time where everybody accepts you. They're all painting one another and embracing just like kind of the 70s vibe, just love and acceptance.
I like that.
And you don't have to be naked. Like there was people that weren't naked. There was people that like got naked, got in bathing suits and rode around, or you know, it was every year. It's quite a thing to see for sure. I interviewed a kid, a 12-year-old from Barcelona that came to see his I forget who was in it. One of his family members was in it, and his great uncle and him came to Drexel Park to see, and like that's quite unique to take your kids around the world to experience that. And his parents took them all around the world, so L.A., Mexico, and stuff. But like, it's. We have such a, like, this 12-year-old was like, there's nudity everywhere in my country, it's a normal thing, where like
it doesn't
us,
have to be like a
sexual thing
Yeah,
or a stigma. Right.
Everybody, they made it like that to be like a sexual thing, but it doesn't happen. It's just natural.
Yeah, we're born without clothes. That would be weird if he came in like a onesie. Like look at him and be like, oh, this kid's wearing Gucci. He's a winner, dude. This kid, who dressed this kid out of the womb? And then you got a kid in Wranglers, and they're like, oh, he's not gonna make it. Put him on the line. But it's what, and I talk to people to understand perspective, right? We all have a unique life that we've all lived and kind of have gravitated through the world, right? So the awesome thing about that is you're opening some people up to a new perspective, like witnessing and like the camera, right? Where you guys gravitated towards the camera, nude people, they're like, oh, and some of them were like, don't take my photo. I'm like, it's a video camera. And like, it causes a conversation, which I love having. Sometimes, I hate having it sometimes, like as a videographer, photographer, people come up to me and they're like, and I'm in public and they're like, you can't take a photo here or a video here. And I'm like, this is a new rule. When did this come up,
That always happens. I've been seeing that on like TikTok.
It is legal. So as long as you're in public, the rule is you have no expectation of privacy, right? So it's a rude thing, right? If I came up to you and I was like, hey, what do you think about South Street? That would be rude, right? You'd be like, please don't shove that camera in my face. There's ways to approach it, right? Certain people don't know how to approach it, and it gets a negative reaction. Like, I've had weird incidents with the naked bike people without going and introducing myself. They've used my marketing material for like the last 2 years to promote their event, right? They didn't ever meet me, right? They just knew I took the photos, the videos, and I sent them like, hey, this is of your event, feel free to use it, right? Well, last year they ran into me. They didn't know me from Adam, right? My person, right? And they saw me videotaping and they were like freaking out. They called me weird names. They got in my face. They yelled at me. They were like, you can't be talking to her. You can't. And I was like flying a drone. I'm not flying in people's faces like I'm getting it over. I'm making their commercials that they've used for years for this event. Like, this is not the first drone shot I've used for them. This is not out of the normal. But it was just one person that felt uncomfortable that raised a scene. And it became a very two-sided scene. You're not allowed to take photos of us. You have to have our permission, which is wrong, right? It should be that way. Certain countries are that way. I, even as a videographer and photographer, agree with that. Like, I shouldn't be allowed to just take your photo. What if you're in witness protection? I just fucked you. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not that way. We have talked and we have agreed as a civilization that you can just do it. It's your protected activity. So you have two groups of people, and I'm not one to argue. If you're a group of people yelling at me, I don't feel welcome. I'm gonna leave. You all are naked with your phones out yelling at me. I'm gonna call this a day. But, and like, I ran into them again today, and they apologized. They didn't understand. They were like, "Yeah, we understand. We used your marketing material. We just didn't know who you were."
Yeah.
But we need to have these conversations so people understand. Like, you have to respect that if you want to be naked in a park, in a public park, you might have weirdos that show up with cameras and don't know how to act normal.
Things might happen.
Definitely.
Things happen.
That is
But it seems like any human is very, what we believe is our die-hard belief, right? I'm sure you guys have beliefs that you're like, no, you'd have to show me some physical proof right now before I change my mind. Where that, without conversations like this, there is no medium to open that up, you know? What is one thing you guys wish you could see changed about Philadelphia or your everyday life and your community?
Definitely.
The gun violence in Philly is really crazy. Like,
It's the highest. It's probably one of the highest in the country.
yeah, it is.
We're
Here,
thinking about
Chicago.
moving here, and we just realized like the one reason why we won't move here is because of violence.
Yeah, the
And that's
violence.
it.
Like, there's violence everywhere, but here it's like
It's like it used to be nice, but like the violence got so bad that like it's
It's
like
worse every year.
you don't know what's gonna happen when you come outside.
I agree. I think so I cover a lot of news, right? And I film a lot all over the city. And I try to stay away from filming murders because it's very sad news. You're never filming good stuff. It's just markers on the street and people crying. You know what I mean? But I've only ever filmed one gun incident here, a shooting here. I've only ever filmed one. And the police are very protective about certain areas, right? We know this, right? Philadelphia, you go down to the museums, you see them on horsebacks, and they're like, "Ah, you can't be pissing here, dude." But you go to Kensington, and it's like, "Oh, you can pee here. You can stand in the middle of the road and pee if you want. I don't fucking care, you know. Just don't shoot up while you pee. You might get hit by a car, you know."
they are like that.
It's all dependent on what kind of money flow is and the tourism. Like, even you guys are considered tourists, right? You're coming in from another state and spending your money. So they want to protect you. They put these barricades up. They put an extra police officers.
They have cops everywhere.
Yep, to make you guys feel, and everybody feel, more welcome and like that no guns are gonna pop off here, right? So I hope we move more towards that, but at the same time, this is the most dead I've ever seen South Street, right?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like,
Just talk about it like
Last year it was
last
so
year we
fun.
was here,
There
it was so
nobody
many
here.
people. Everybody was here. Everybody was outside. Now, like,
It's a part of South Street to drive down South Street and people watch, right? Growing up on motorcycles, my buddies would love to drive from Broad down to the river and just chill and look at chicks and stop for a beer.
yeah.
But if you know now you sit in traffic for 15 minutes and then you're diverted around it. You don't get to people watch, right? You don't get to experience the culture, right? And like, we as people, sometimes, did you guys know exactly where you were coming when you came down here? Like what shop?
yeah.
Okay, so some people come down and they just park on whatever street they feel the vibe on. You know what I mean?
That's what we
Where when you put up these blocks, that's not an option.
Yeah.
There is no vibe check.
We couldn't even get to the store that we were going to get to because it was like the barricades and all that. So we had to park somewhere else.
See, that's the downside.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys sitting down.
Yes, thank you so
taking
much.
the time.
Yeah, we can we'll hold it in the back.
Got my boy here, you hear me? Put me here, you hear me? That's how this shit gonna work.
Dan, nice
Hi,
to meet you.
bro. Nice to meet you,
How
bro.
you doing, boss man?
I'll do
Very nice
promo
to
on
meet
the
you.
back.
What's up?
So, where are you guys from?
I'm from West Philadelphia,
West
born and
Philly.
raised,
Okay, West Philly in the house.
always.
There you go. There you go.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite part or aspect of Philadelphia? Like, favorite thing to do?
In the city,
Yeah.
I like to catch air. When I
Air?
say
What
catch
does that
air,
mean?
when I breathe through my city, I get the best air. I just like to breathe through my city and catch the best air. That's all.
Okay. I'm still not like just cruise, like
Just
go for a
cruise, yeah,
ride.
enjoy myself. You hear me? The atmosphere.
Yeah. There you go. What about you, sir?
I love Kelly Drive.
Kelly drives.
Honestly, is underrated. It's really underrated. I love going for a 5-6 mile run in the morning and just vibing, catching the vibes of everybody else, seeing the water. The whole thing, I think, is really, it's one of those things that I think we don't appreciate enough about the city.
Amen. Amen. Kelly Drive saw 1,000 naked people on bicycles today.
Whoa.
Today was the naked bike ride in Philly.
Whoa.
So 1,000 plus people naked on bikes going from Kelly Drive all the way up to the Art Museum, down to City Hall, and then around to Drexel Park.
You know, I hate to cut you off, but there's this little, I golf a lot, and there's this little driving range right off Kelly Drive as well. And again, I think that's another hidden gem of the city as well. So again, I think it's right in Brewery Town. So again, I think when you kind of, think of, to me, Philadelphia is like the little pockets. I moved away, came back, but I think it's the pockets, it's the people, it's the culture, it's the water, it's the bread, it's everything about it. It's just super authentic. So that's what I really love about the city.
And you guys are holding up a fight poster. Is that what you guys are out here to do tonight?
Yeah, my young boy Quincy, again.
Champion.
Okay.
We're celebrating him. He's right
special,
there.
very special.
3-0, 3 knockouts.
Very special.
Running the city. 3-0, 3 knockouts.
That's scary.
Big dog. You hear me?
Yeah. Hasn't seen the second round yet at all.
You hear me? Big dog.
Now, what's it like fighting? You like fighting? You must like fighting, right?
Right here, let me see it.
I've been doing it all my life.
Okay. So, any scary aspect to it?
He
To
right
fighters?
there.
Only scary
Make sure you
thing
record this right here.
is getting
Yeah,
hit,
my boy.
unexpected, getting knocked out. That's the only scary thing.
And this autograph on the back. The first autograph we're gonna get. And Dean fight tomorrow.
Let me break this down a little bit. So
Speedy Dean fight
you
tomorrow,
got
so watch this shit
two
tomorrow.
great fighters behind me. You got Quincy, you got Peanut, and again, they both from DC.
Okay.
I went to school in DC at Georgetown, and so I was able to see them, come up as pups as well to where they are now. So looking at 6-7 years. So it's a blessing to really see them really hone their skills and really have the support of all these people that are here right now. Be able to pour into them. Right? So
Are you their mentor?
I'm not, I don't put a title or anything, but again, I'm just happy to be here. I'm blessed to be, around great people, and I'm happy to add value in anyone's life that I can.
Well, that sounds like you're an amazing part of their group and a very valued member.
I appreciate it.
That's good.
So how did you start this podcast?
So I film stuff for the news and I go around to Philly and I capture things and I feel like it's not represented well.
Here we go.
So I want to change the way we do media in Philadelphia. I want Philadelphians to have a trusted, reliable. I'm not giving my opinion, right? I'm asking everybody else's opinion so that they can tune in and hear what everybody else has to think, because I think the conversations we need to have need to be had, right?
So I'm gonna say something about you as well, right? I think a lot of people want to start a podcast or think they should do a podcast, but realistically, a lot of people don't fully invest in themselves. And to see your setup and to see what you're doing, to see your hustle, almost midnight, and you out here really, exactly. I think that's really big. So again, I think, especially in Philadelphia, a lot of times we just, we say we dick eating off each other, right? And, but it's not. It's more so giving people kudos and telling people when, you're doing something well also. So again, I just want to
deserve your flowers.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, bro. Again, I think that's all for me. I would love to know where to find this as well.
So absolutely, I'll give you the information. Is there one piece of life advice before you sign off that you could give anybody watching that's helped you through life?
Damn, I think for me it's take chances and make mistakes. I know it sounds cheesy, but I don't think I'll be where I'm at. And really love the people that's around you, family, not family.
Have faith.
Have faith is a good one too. Seriously, so I think it's really, leave a legacy. My motto in life is leave a legacy that will forever add value.
Amen.
That's
and one thing, never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Damn.
Stay focused.
Damn.
You know God love you. And love yourself.
That's deep.
Amen. Amen. And if they wanted to find you, how could they find you?
Man, you can find me on Instagram at Tahoya Smith, TYHOYA SMITH. Again, would love to see this podcast boom, and I want to say I was one of the first to be on it as well.
Thank you.
I appreciate that too.
Hell yeah.
Find me at Doze. Y'all know who I am. Find me when you see
Hell
me.
yeah.
Brother?
Dan, nice to meet you.
Elton.
What?
Elton.
Elton.
Yep.
Elton. Or where are you from, Elton?
I live in West Philly.
West Philly, born and raised. There you go. A lot of people from West Philly tonight.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your favorite part of the city?
The authenticity. Like, people are real around here.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I've been to other places in the world, and people they're nice, but it's like fake nice. Here, people are like, they're not afraid to speak their mind, you know? And it can be a little aggressive sometimes, but you get used to it, you know?
Amen. Amen.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do in Philadelphia? Like, it's a Saturday night. What are the top 3 things you're popping off to do?
Well, I'm a club promoter, so I'm at the clubs. But
Okay.
I love talking to people like right now. I used to be passing out flyers and shit, so I love going around just meeting strangers and making connections and shaking hands and kissing babies and shit.
There you go. You give a shout out to your club.
Yeah, Playroom. Yo, shout out Playroom. We open till
Playroom.
4 a.m. I'm saying it's an after-hour spot. Pop out. I got free entry for y'all. Boom, dime. Hit me up.
There you go.
Yes, sir,
There you go.
yeah.
Where is that?
It's on 15th and South.
15th and South.
Like, where we at? 3rd Street, so like.
Oh, so
12
not
blocks
far.
up.
Really, 10 blocks down.
Yeah, like a 2-minute drive. For real, for real.
That's not bad. That's not bad. How long you been doing that club promotion?
A few months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is one thing you wish you could see changed about Philadelphia? Like in your daily life, what would make it a little bit easier if this happened in Philly for you?
Less guns.
Less guns.
People
Amen.
get shot. I live in West Philly, so I hear like every night. You feel me?
That's a shame.
That's about it.
That's a shame.
Everything else is cool.
What is one thing that's unique about Philly for you?
Unique. Philly's very damn, that's a good question. Philly's very cliquish, which can be good and bad because they're very like about themselves and about, you know, people who are from Philly, they embrace them.
Right.
And if you don't sound like you're from Philly, they're very like, so they're territorial.
Yes.
Yeah, tribal.
Yes.
I guess I like that in some ways.
So what is one of the most fondest memories you've ever had in Philadelphia? Like one, you think of Philly and it warms your heart.
Oh man, the Eagles parade.
The Eagles parade, that was a crazy
Dude,
one.
that shit was crazy.
That was crazy. I
The
saw
streets
some
was
wild
packed.
stuff, dude.
We
Yeah.
went viral for this shit.
Did you?
Not me. but
Oh,
the
okay.
city.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
were you that day? I was down by the art museum.
I was too. I was back then. I was a street performer. I was dancing and shit. So I was
Okay.
making money and like
There you go.
flipping over people and shit. So
Hustling.
You feel me?
That's good. That's
Yes, sir.
good. I stood somebody tilted over a porta potty, so I was standing on a razor scooter, just trying to stay out of the dung water. Cold
That's
as shit
fucking-
too. You're standing
some
by
Philly shit.
Yeah. You're standing by a police cruiser trying to stay warm because it's
That's
hot
crazy.
and running. Yeah, it was a good day. It was definitely. I hope they win something else to get that day back.
hopefully, last year we was this close, but you know.
Right. What is one of the craziest things you've ever seen in Philly? Like something that you're like, oh dang, that would only happen in Philly.
Oh shit. You ever been to K&A?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just that one area.
Yeah, it's like you see it on TV, then you're like, I worked there for a little bit for like 2 years, so I
Okay.
was like, whoa, there's zombies walking around with half their heads. It's fucking wild, man. Damn.
And anything goes there. You can do whatever you want.
Facts.
Whatever
Can you
you
hear me?
want.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, they can definitely hear you. I have ADD, so I fidget, antsy all over the
I
place.
feel that.
What is one piece of life advice you could give the people that are listening that's helped you through life? Up times, bad times.
I got one. I would say I was the kind of guy that I always was doing the opposite. I was going against the grain. Like when my friends were partying, I was in the house working on like social media marketing and learning how to like make money online and like doing the things that would set me up to be a successful man in the long term.
Right.
And I think that being patient and not being distracted from people that that indulge in short-term pleasures and just sticking to what you know and just wait and just believe that like one day, I have this phrase that what's done in the dark will be praised in the light.
Okay, I've never
So
heard that
whatever
one
you
before.
practice in the dark for like 5-10 years, after a while just be patient because eventually that shit will like flourish. And right now I'm doing great. You feel me? I got the money coming in, got the hoes coming in. It's a good time, man.
There you go.
It's a
Amen.
good time. You
Amen.
feel
I'm
me?
happy it's going well for you.
sir.
What is your dream in life? Aspiration? What are you chasing?
2 things. One, I love music. I
Okay.
want to be a rapper. I've been rapping since I was a young guy. I had my own recording business for like 3 years. I recorded like hundreds of artists around the city.
Okay.
I stopped for a while to pursue something else to make money. It's making me way more money now. But I want to be a rapper and a businessman. I'm big on like business. I have a big social media following. I've helped a lot of businesses around here, like physicians, dance instructors, skin care spas, locticians. Like, I'm the guy that, like, if you want to get business, you call me. I do my and then clients come. So
there you go.
The idea of doing that for myself one day and having a business that I like, that fulfills me, because I've done businesses in the past, like, you know, moving companies, music studios, shoveling snow, selling. You know what I'm saying?
We're hustling to make
all
the
types
hustle.
of shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
and I realized,
yeah.
like, I'm like, I have this talent. I'm like, one day it's gonna make me millions of dollars if I just keep doing this shit over and over. So to be a rapper professionally and a businessman, not just like a gangster rapper, you know?
An entrepreneur.
Exactly.
We need more of them in America.
Exactly.
For sure.
Some level-headed black men that know what they're doing, that are handsome, smiling, but they're not out here, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Doing that shit.
Amen. If they wanted to find you want to give yourself a shout out?
Hell yeah. Yo, you can find me on Instagram at not Plan B, because they got deleted and I made a new one. Find me on TikTok at Plan B. It's spelled PLANB 3, the letter E, Plan B 3E. 800,000 followers. We out here going viral. We doing our thing. I'm saying, yes, sir.
That's crazy. Collecting that many, building that much of an audience. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're cool.
Yeah.
Building that much of an audience. What's it like? You know, you interact with your audience. Do you do you build that constantly? Is that like your?
So yeah, that was that built from 2019 to like 2022. It was like 3 years. It took me a while, but it was just, I won't lie, man. It was consistency, like going out every single weekend. I would go to Wildwood and go to downtown Philly.
Okay.
And film content with people. And this is back when TikTok was like new. So when they seen a grown man doing TikTok, I would hear a grown man saying like, "What the fuck is he doing TikTok? Get a real job."
Right.
So I'm like, I would think to myself like, man, fuck that. One day it's gonna work out. Then a year and a half later, I'm on Fox News, Inquirer. I'm getting followed by 76ers. I'm getting brand deals from artists and stuff. So, like I said earlier, you know, what's done in the dark will be praised in the light. So I think, what's the question?
Never stop chasing.
Exactly. Yeah. Be consistent,
chasing.
man. Be consistent and believe in yourself. You have to like kind of cocoon yourself with positivity and just ignore. You have to be. Will Smith said this once. He said you have to be delusional. Be delusional to be successful. You have to believe in the impossible to make the impossible possible.
Yes, you do. Well, thank you very much for sitting down, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
No problem. What's your name, bro?
Dan, very nice to meet you.
Dan, I'm Abby. Nice
Abby,
to meet
very
you.
nice to meet you. Are you from Philly, Abby?
215 in front of my fucking phone and 19 in front of the zip code the whole time.
That's cool. That's cool. What is one thing that's kept you in Philly your entire life?
The people, immediately. It's always the people.
Okay.
Have you heard anyone say the whole, if you're down south, they'll pray for you if you need your tire changed, but in Philly, they'll call you a fucking dickhead and actually help you change it?
Yeah, I do see people actually stopping to help people sometimes.
Yeah,
And
that's what it is. It's what keeps you here.
Absolutely.
There's an actual community with every person you meet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a beautiful thing.
What community do you call yours in Philadelphia? Like today I saw 1,000 people on a naked bike ride, right? Their whole bicycle community. What I know.
All right. So I don't know them. I don't know them, but I'd say the industry. You know, I've been working in restaurants, working in bars, working at coffee shops for the past decade, and I'm just a kid. You know, so that's my community. They're the people that raised me. And there's a different breed to that here in Philly.
Amen.
It's really an industry city. Like, it's built for us.
Yes, service for
Yes.
sure. Now, what is your favorite thing to do in Philly? Like, if somebody's never been to Philly, what would you suggest?
Oh, there's like at least 20 places I need to tell you go eat.
Okay.
Never Pat's or Geno's. Let that be on the record.
Right.
Not there. As much love as I can give them as institutions here in Philly, that's not it. just go to the fucking corner store. If it's cat food, it's cat food. Like, just eat it.
Okay.
Eat it. That's the real Philly experience. But there's a lot of places with actually really good food. I don't know. Did you know this, that we in the industry you have to pay to be able to get Michelin graded?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a thing. You have to pay to get Michelin graded.
Okay.
And Philly doesn't do that because we know we're that good.
Right.
We know we have it. So going to places like, the only one really pulling in my mind is Amada, Laurel, places like that. There's a lot of really good places in South Philly to be able to go and experience
Michelin graded food.
Yeah, Michelin graded food without the pompousness. They love you no matter what, no matter who you are.
That's cool.
Come in your sweatpants and you'll get a Michelin star meal.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, what is one thing you wish you could see changed in Philadelphia?
The fucking sidewalks.
The sidewalks? This is the first time I'm hearing about the sidewalks. What's wrong with the sidewalks?
They're shitty. You go over to Northeast or like deep in the West or deep in the South and they're gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
They're gonna be shitty.
But they match the roads.
Yeah, okay, well, so I said the sidewalks because I'm so Philly native that I don't have a fucking license.
Okay,
you know?
okay. Septic girl forever, right?
Septic girl forever. That's what it is.
There you go.
But yeah, the sidewalks and the street, they're synonymous. I should have said streets, but that's not my problem. Y'all deal with that.
What is one piece of life advice you could give to anybody out there? One thing that you've used in your life to try and help you through the bad times?
Friendship. The reason why I love Philly and the community that I was just talking about is the friendships. You can find so many people, no matter where you're at, be it here, be it somewhere else. The friendship is everything you need. As long as you have people around you that give enough of a shit about you that they want to see you tomorrow, like that's everything that you need.
Absolutely.
That's everything you need.
Amen.
And I gotta say, this is a great city for that.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot of people around you trying to see you again.
Yeah. I think it's amazing that people want to talk and they want to be heard. And I think it's shocking to me that there aren't as many outlets that want to listen to people. Like, especially now, podcasts are so big. Like, people want to be heard, you know? So I want to give people the chance to be heard. Thank you very much, Abby.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate the fact that you let me speak.
Absolutely,
You're right.
anytime.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Dan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, my boy. Nice to meet you, my boy Dan. My hand right here. I got
All
you.
good, all good.
What's up?
So, where are you guys from?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Trenton, New Jersey. What brings you to Philadelphia? It's a Saturday night. You're out on South Street. What
To
brings
be honest, bro, just
I wouldn't want you to lie to me.
The girls ain't.
The hoes.
Oh, the hoes.
The hoes.
And have a good time. Y'all might gotta beep that out. The hoes. This will bring us out. The hoes and the cheesesteaks.
Okay.
Cheesesteaks, the hoes. No cap.
Did you find any hoes tonight? Were there any?
Yeah, we found some.
We found a couple.
We found a couple hoes.
What's your favorite thing to do in Philly?
boy.
I mean, look for the studio for real. We be rapping, so it's like
Music studio.
Feel me?
You heard?
We be doing ones and twos sometimes. Feel me? Like
music studio gang shit. I know how we rocking.
What is one thing you wish you could see changed in Philadelphia? So, like, one thing that you wish it would make it easier on your daily life when you guys come into Philadelphia, like traffic.
To be honest, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't here from this bitch. We don't got no problem. We come out here. We don't got no problem. So everything just be regular to us.
That's good. Why?
Everything be regular.
How come you never thought about moving to Philly?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't
You
know.
see why you never thought? Oh, some real shit, bro. I'm about to move. We think about moving to this bitch.
Yeah, for real.
We think about moving out here. Okay.
If there was one thing that you could kind of tell the people, like one piece of life advice that you could give people.
Stay in school. Stay focused. Listen to your mom.
Don't get in the streets.
And don't get in the streets.
That's something you do not want to do.
This shit is everything a lie. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Everything a lie that they telling us. You heard? Go get some money. You heard? That's all you gotta do. Just go get some money. This shit not what y'all think it is. You heard? Just go get some paper. Little shit.
So what is one of your guys'
I get mad.
craziest things you've ever seen in Philly? Like you seen it and you're like, that's
The
all-
crackheads.
Crackheads.
Y'all crackheads is crazy. Y'all
Wow.
crackheads breezy.
What is one of your most fondest memories of Philly? Like the best thing you've ever seen or experienced in Philly?
Food. I ain't gonna lie or nothing. I'm a
The
fat
females,
boy.
they
I'm a fat boy. I ain't
The
gonna lie.
females gang shit.
Females, yeah, the
The females are better in Jersey.
Food.
I've seen.
Nah, we
a lot
got
of
some females in Jersey, but y'all be having like we tired of the females out there as much as you tired of the females in Philly.
Yeah, I feel that.
Feel me? So it's like when we come out here, it's like something new.
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
Okay.
Feel me?
Feel me?
But it's a
If you wanted to give yourself a shout out so they can find y'all, how do they
Feel
find
me?
Oh, go ahead,
Yeah, I
T-Bay.
can show 'em my
Feel me? I be rapping. I be doing my ones and twos. Feel me? You can look me up on Biggest Bipper, BIGGEST.BIPPER. Feel me?
You can just give a shout out.
Where I show it at?
Just spell it out.
Follow me on Instagram. You heard GStacko_E4S.
Feel me? Follow me on Instagram, Baby Spider 2 underscores.
Follow me on the gram, YSB.biz, man. Everything, you heard? Everything. We up out of here, man. Good night.
Cool. Thanks. Dan, very nice to meet you.
Dan and Bobby.
Bobby, very nice to meet you. Where are you from, Bobby?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Very nice, beautiful state.
And a huge Philly fan. Y'all see it?
There you go, repping
Y'all
the
see it.
birds. There you go.
Y'all see it?
You know how to get treated right in Philly.
Of course.
Yeah. Why do you come to Philly? Such a beautiful place, Maryland. Why travel all the way to Philly? What do you do
Every
here?
now and then, the mall.
The mall?
The park. What's it
King of
called?
Persia?
King of Persia.
King of
Every now
Prussia,
and then,
KOP.
King of Persia. And then
KOP.
I got a good friend of mine who's a artist, musical artist.
Okay.
So we just finished the show.
Okay.
And I forgot what the name of the club was, but what was the name of the club?
What club? Hey, Rick, what was the name of the club you was just at?
Stage name Suave.
Okay.
But yeah, so came here for another show. We came here. What was it? Last year. We came in here last year. Yeah, we recording. No. Came here last year for a show. So today is another show.
Gang, bitch.
So what's your favorite thing to do in Philly?
Favorite thing to do in Philly? I would want to make a favorite thing in Philly.
What do you mean? What?
I would want to make a favorite thing in Philly. So every time I come in Philly, I want
a new thing.
Nah, not a new thing. The same thing, like the Booty Club.
The Booty Club. What is the Booty Club?
I'm looking right at the camera. The strip club.
Which one? Which one?
I don't know. I'm gonna find all of y'all.
Delilah's is a good one. I know
Delilah's?
a lot of chicks that work at Delilah's.
Is it open right now?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Search it.
Delilah's.
That's
That's the high roller one too.
High roller.
Since-
Oh my, listen.
Since
I'm a high roller, y'all.
there you
All right,
go.
So look,
Delilah's is where Snoop Dogg goes.
Snoop Dogg. Say no. Hey.
Sir?
He's gone. He's like gonna find some natural. Looks like.
Nah, they just trying to get something figured out.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So continue to try out different foods.
Okay.
And observe the culture of Philly, cause to me, I got my idea. I be good. To me, Philly kind of remind me a little bit about Baltimore.
Okay.
How the houses and the streets are laid out.
Yep.
And so I know
Like
Philly
blocks.
got a harbor. Yeah, blocks. And
Yeah.
Philly got a harbor too.
Okay.
Yeah, and Baltimore got a harbor. Philly don't have as big as Baltimore, but it's kind of
Right.
like similar because we're in the same area, neighboring states. You feel me? So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right outside that DC.
All right, I gotta go, guys. I'll be back.
If you want to give a shout out so they can find you and your musical campaign.
Oh, follow me as Little Soulja, LULSOJI, and I'll be back for the strip clubs.
Stay
you,
cool,
man.
Bobby. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dan. I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, very nice to meet
And
you.
I'm Liz.
Very nice to meet you, Liz. Are you guys from Philadelphia?
No, I was born here, but I'm not from here currently.
I'm not from here, but I live here.
Okay.
I was
okay.
pushed out here.
You were pushed out here in a
Yes.
good way, or
In a good way. I was pushed out in Jefferson Hospital.
Okay, that's
Right.
good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
I'm a Philly guy.
What do you guys love about Philly? It's a Saturday night. You guys are out enjoying yourselves. What do you love about Philly?
I like the energy that it's so walkable. Everything's walkable.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love the birds.
Yeah, go birds.
I love the birds. I love cheesesteaks. And I love the fact that it's just Philly. Like,
do you have a cheesesteak?
I do. We got a cheesesteak. I saw it from across the street, and I was like, Pat's and Geno's aren't shit. They're dog shit. And I was like, we're at Jim's, and like Jim's is good.
Yeah.
We
So we're gonna get this.
Okay.
I paid for all the drinks tonight, so she bought the cheesesteak. I paid for the drinks and the date, so she got the cheesesteak. The
That's
post-game
fair.
cheesesteak, and it's like, you gotta split things sometimes.
Yeah.
In this economy.
The economy.
That's fair.
And I love like everything. Like I love like literally around the corner.
Yeah.
And it's
Like,
not
Papa
fucking
Angela's.
expensive. We're not in New York.
So nice.
And she's a beautiful apartment, and she pays $1,000 a month for it.
That's great.
It's insane. It's so beautiful.
That's great. How long have you guys been living in Philly?
I've been living in Philly for almost a little bit over a year now.
Okay. Why Philly of all places? What pulls you to Philly?
I grew up in Northwest Jersey, so I spent a lot of time going to New York City as I was a high schooler and stuff, like visiting.
Right.
And it was like a huge process every time I would go. It was like a huge, like New York City is a huge thing.
Yeah.
And then whenever I would visit Philly, it was more like low key and like not as intimidating.
Okay.
So when I kind of like got out of college, I was kind of like, I don't want to live in the suburbs. Like maybe I could check out a city.
Okay.
So
Beautiful. Perfect.
then I got a job right in the Jersey suburbs, right outside of Philly.
See,
so
I
it
don't
worked
live
out
in
perfect.
Philly now, but if the next city I move to is Philly, like I'm moving, but
It's easy.
I was
Easy
born
city.
here, and it's the only choice. It's just I'm not a New Yorker. I went to college in Delaware, and everyone's from New York or Philly, or here, and they're like, I'm not a New Yorker. I don't fit in with them. I'm a Philly person. Like it's just,
There you
it
go.
feels weird when I go to New York.
It does. It has. Philly's a very unique place.
Yeah, it's just so easy.
more
Now,
at
like I
home.
run and stuff. Like I've done the half. I'm doing it again.
Congrats. That's
Thank
a
you.
whole,
She's psycho.
you know?
I can never run like
I
that.
couldn't either. I've
I'll
broken my
die.
left leg 3 times. I can barely limp.
Can't do it for it.
No.
That leg cannot take it for it.
Right.
Good shit though.
What is one thing you guys wish you could see changed about Philly, like for the better? Like one thing you wish.
I would see less homeless people.
Less homeless people. Okay.
Yeah. It makes me sad. I mean, I've gone out and actually gone out and made people and jellies and handed them out.
Okay, that's nice of you.
And I've been sad actually. Some of them like decline them and they're like, oh, I want juice or something like random.
I wish that there was better schools for all people of all incomes in Philadelphia, because if we're ever going to solve any of the big problems that we have,
That's true. That's a good way to start solving them.
the only way it's going to get done is
From an early age.
with young
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
getting
it's
better education so that they can go out there and say, this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it, and it's not, you know what I mean? Education. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's probably a good way to.
Better education in the cities, because they have great education in the suburbs, but they don't have great. You know what I mean? It's not the same in the cities,
Right.
and people should be incentivized to come to the cities and teach, because you know what? This is the future of America too.
Yeah, there's a
Exactly
huge
that.
culture and community.
And it's
in
like that's
Philadelphia.
like the homelessness problem, like that ties into like what he was saying. Like
It
that's like the way to actually solve
that's
it.
the only, because it's
You know,
it's hard.
funding and that kind of stuff.
And free Narcan for everyone.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's a lot better.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Than 4 years ago.
What is your guys' fondest memory in Philadelphia? Like one time that like it just warms your heart thinking back on it.
All right, I have one. I'll go first. So my mom, God rest her soul, she's passed now.
Oh, I'm so
but when the
sorry.
Birds won the Super Bowl, we went to the.
2018.
So I had a
2018,
I had a warrant.
year.
I had a warrant out for my arrest because I
Oh my
I was
God.
driving without a license. I was being a bad boy. I was I was in my teen years.
That's nothing.
And
That's like a bitch
and
warrant.
so it is a bitch warrant. And so my mom's like, I had court the day of the parade. My mom was like, are you gonna go to court or are we gonna go to this fucking Birds parade? And we fucking went to the Birds parade all day long, and she was a old sick lady who couldn't move around a lot, but she had the energy all fucking day, and we turned up for the Birds because you know what?
That's awesome.
That was the greatest time of my entire life.
That's awesome.
That's what was traded.
That's awesome.
What's yours?
Best Philly experience.
Yes.
Probably just any. I would say
I would say evenings out, or also like days on runs, like on the Schuylkill.
Yeah.
On
Oh, the
like
Schuylkill.
Jefferson Boulevard, like
Schuylkill, you can't beat the views.
When you like pass runners, it's just so like uplifting. Because I'm like training for the half and I've done it before.
Right.
So you can kind of see people who are training at the same time as you too.
And kind of get a judge.
Kind of like get a vibe, like no one said anything to each other, but you're all kind of like, yeah, let's go. Like when you're on like 10 miles, like, yep.
That's good. That's good.
That was probably my best memory in Philly. I'd say is like running the half marathon and like training for it, and just like seeing people outside.
It's a great place.
Okay. Now the two last questions are, what's your dream, and a piece of life advice you could give to people.
All right, my dream is to be one of the first people that dropped out of high school and went to an Ivy League law school.
Okay.
That's my dream.
How's that working? How's that going?
It's good. I took the LSAT. I got a
There you
165. I got to get 5 more points. I might take it again. I might not. My one piece of life advice
college degree.
is
You have a college degree.
Yeah, I do.
dude.
Okay. So there's a lot of things in life that can come to you, and they can always happen. And you can worry about them twice, or you can worry about them once. You can worry about them waiting to happen, or you can and you can be miserable while you worry about them waiting to happen. Or you can just not worry about them now and wait for them to happen to be miserable then. You can be miserable once, or you can be miserable twice. And I'd always rather be miserable once, because you know what? Something bad will always happen and it will always suck. So you just wait for something bad to happen and then be miserable. Don't be miserable waiting for bad things to happen.
Amen.
All right, now you.
What was the question again?
Your dream and one piece of life advice.
Yes.
My dream is to do something that I feel like really impacts other people.
Okay.
And make me feel like I did something useful for the world.
Okay.
And a piece of advice is to, I would say, have fun. Also, like take things people say with a grain of salt.
Okay.
And also just be most comfortable with yourself over anybody. At the end of the day, you don't want anyone to have to make you feel like you're comfortable. I think that you should be happy with yourself and then be happy with anyone at the end of the day.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much.
sitting
This
down
is
with
fun.
us. I
This
appreciate
is a lot of
it.
fun.
If the people wanted to find you, you want to give yourself a shout out? Instagram?
Sure. Ronnie Sapp _
Find us Liz Choppy as a CHOPPY.
I'm not a lawyer yet, but when you need one, I'm right here. One day.
Criminal
hopefully.
attorney?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll
okay.
see. I might want to incorporate businesses. But
lot,
we'll see.
lot of crime in Philly.
A lot of crime in Philly.
Stay cool, guys. Thank
You
you.
too.
It's like word of mouth.
Yes.
You know,
Hello,
man.
Vern. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Very nice to meet you. Are you from Philadelphia,
I am
Vern?
born and raised South
Born and
Philadelphia.
raised. Okay. So what has kept you in Philadelphia? Why not leave? Why stay?
Well, I left 1 year, no, 3 years, and moved over to Jersey and was miserable.
Oh, why were you miserable?
Because I miss Philadelphia.
Okay.
So, South Street is like my backyard.
Okay.
You know, and I've grown up like South Philadelphia, a couple blocks away I used to live. So, I love South Street. My mother lives on South Street, 12th and South, and I just love Philly. I don't think I can move away from South Philly.
Okay.
Go to Florida or whatever. Philly's my home.
It's not really the community vibe when you go out there. There's a very big community in Philadelphia.
There's a great community in Philadelphia.
Yes, absolutely. What is your favorite thing to do in Philadelphia? Like,
So, Philadelphia, the restaurants, the atmosphere. Like I said, my mom lives on South Street, so
okay.
I'm familiar with South Street ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
So
okay.
I grew up on the street. So.
What is one thing that you wish you could see changed for the better?
For South Street, I wish people would change. I mean, come on, we got Philadelphia president. You got PD, Philadelphia PD president.
Right.
When I grew up there, it wasn't like this. It wasn't blocked off. It was just flowing. You know, you go up one side of the street and down the other.
Yep.
You know, so
it takes away from the whole atmosphere, like people watching. You drive down. I remember coming down as a teenager. You drive down in 2013. Drive down the street, you'd feel the vibe of whatever block you want to park up on, and then you park there, and then you walk for a little bit.
And being from South Philadelphia, you didn't have to drive. We could just walk. We used to walk up one side, go all the way down to 2nd Street, and then walk down the 2nd Street, just trying to pick up girls and seeing what's going on.
And that has never changed. Like, I sit down with people, very young that are still, they call them hoes. They don't have respect for the girls anymore,
They used to, South Street used to be like, even like the club. There used to be a club scene on South Street.
Okay.
And the bar scene on South Street is just, when I was coming up, was just awesome. So, but now it's not like that. It's like, I go visit my mom and I'm out of here. It's nowhere to park.
Yeah. It seems like it's almost half closed down, South Street. Like, I did some bartending at Tavern 222 back in like 13 and 14, and this place was on a Friday night. It was stacked on the street with people. You'd be bumping shoulders walking down, and now I can see the next block without another person.
Well, actually, it's the presence. Like these younger kids. It's just the young kids. They don't get it. They don't get it about South Street. It's more of a like, you've got to actually protect yourself for South Street.
Right.
Whereas when I was coming up, it was just free flowing. Everything was just great.
Amen.
Great.
Amen. So, what is your fondest memory in Philadelphia?
Fondest memory in Philadelphia, 5th and South. There used to be a club right there on the corner.
Okay.
It was the first club I ever went to as a kid. I was young. I got in. There was a club over here. There was a club down the street. There were like 3 clubs down the street.
Okay.
So what I miss is like the clubbing atmosphere. There's no club scene. But then again, like we used to dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I don't know what the hell these young kids
It's
are
like
doing.
grinding.
It's not even that. It's like there's no rhythm to their dance. It's weird. But I guess older people were saying to us when we were coming up, what the hell are you guys are listening to?
I guess. I don't know.
What are you dancing to?
It's more raves nowadays and house music. They're like kind of just standing there and not dancing in the clubs.
I haven't been to a club.
Yeah, like
to tell you the truth.
so the Ave, it used to be Soundgarden. Were you familiar with Soundgarden on Delaware Ave? That was a big and that's still a big venue. It's now called the Ave. It's at Delaware and Spring Garden. It's a huge venue. They do a lot of house shows, like house music.
I love house music.
Yeah.
House music be the shit. Tell you, excuse me, but it was like.
Yeah.
Coming up, house music was just awesome. Third and Market used to be a club right there. Played nothing but house music, but I don't even think house music is. I'm glad you mentioned that to me. Now I'm gonna check into that.
Yeah, if you go there before 10 p.m. on most Friday and Saturday nights, there's no cover charge. You have to get in before either 9 or 10 p.m. I think they open at 9, so you have to be in before 10. But then there's the door fee. But very big venue and very
house
nice
music?
and
Really?
house music. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good. The best party there is called Departed. It's a very like Burning Man-esque house music, kind of very art. There's things flowing. They have dancers, not like entertainment dancers, but like they wear like lampshades on their heads. They got like the disco robot people, like very big. It's like visually pleasing.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Along with the rhythm, What is one piece of life advice you could give the people watching that's helped you through life?
Be true to yourself. And have fun. Party.
Amen. Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us tonight, Vaughn. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you too.
Yeah. Stay cool, man. Dan, nice to meet you.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. What's your name?
My name Kelly the Don.
You can find me at Killy the Don, KILIDADON on Instagram. Khan Hussein on Facebook. That's CONWHOSANA. You know what I mean? Check out the podcast we got, Get the Money First. You know, we got tons of videos. You know, my whole family creative. We got everything going on from clotheslines to you name it, we do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's
It's a one-stop
good.
shop.
Entrepreneur then.
Yeah, you in the city of entrepreneurs right now.
Yeah, absolutely. South Street is a hub of
No doubt.
creatives,
No
for
question.
sure. Are you from Philadelphia?
Born and raised. You want to see the tat? See, some niggas gonna lie to you,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Some niggas gonna lie to you and tell you they from somewhere they not. But when
You want help
see
with
that
your
shit,
sleeve?
Nah, I'm cool. If you was a girl,
Okay.
maybe.
There you go.
See that WP?
Southwest Philly.
No, that's just a W
Okay.
and a P. West Philly is like Warner Brothers, though.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Crown me and down me right there.
That's very creative. Usually you see like Ben Franklin or the Liberty Bell or like people do just 215, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we from the trenches, though.
Okay. What is your favorite thing to do in Philly?
My favorite thing to do in Philly is find the best weed that I can find. It's like, no, seriously though. My favorite thing to do in Philly is go to different restaurants. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black owned, just individual restaurants that got like food that tourists don't get a chance to see.
Amen.
Like a lot of people don't know. You think the best cheesesteaks is at Pat's, or you think it's at Max's. No, it's at the Poppy store.
For sure.
But next question.
For sure. What is one thing you wish you could see changed in Philly? Born and raised, you've lived here a while.
Gun violence.
Gun violence. That's a very common one. What is the fondest memory you've ever had in Philly?
The fondest memory I ever had, Greek Picnic, 1999.
The Greek Picnic. You're okay. This is a very
That's
rare
what South
thing.
Street
There's
was,
people
South
bring
Street.
it up. Yeah. Can you speak on that?
It was just a time where you could pretty much do what you want, you know, when it comes to this dirt bike culture.
Okay. Do you ride?
You know, me and my brother over there, we was one of the first guys that brung four-wheelers out on the Greek Picnic. And it
Okay.
became a trend, but you talking to a trendsetter, so, you know what I'm saying? We had them joints on the streets, in the park, all over the place.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's gone a long way, the dirt biking and the riding culture, and it seems like generations, it's sometimes...
We were doing it in the 80s.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I mean, mic drop.
Yeah. What is one of the craziest things you've seen in Philly? Like something that you're like, oh, that
The
can only...
dilapidated buildings.
Okay. I understand that. What is one piece of life advice you could give the people out there?
Just be yourself, man. It costs you nothing to keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our youth are being misguided by a generation that was misguided, and it's up to our youth to break the cycle. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta stop glorifying slime shit. We gotta stop glorifying shit that's ripping us down, and start, you know, bringing respect back to honor and all of the things that money can't buy. You know what I mean?
For
And
sure.
Stop worried about real and fake clothes. If you got real bullets, real guns, and you sweat real sweat, and you bleed real blood, and you cry real tears. That's all that really matters. All this designer shit is bullshit, because it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
For sure.
I'm in the middle of shooting my own podcast, man, so I'm going to let you go, man. But listen.
Get the money
Can I
first.
get a drop from you real quick? Get the money first.
Absolutely.
No, I just need a drop for you to say it on the joint. Just say shout out to Get the Money First.
Shout out to Get the Money First, for sure.
All right,
and thank you for sitting down with us.
And then, bands that you in Philly, you got to learn how to say the word dickhead, right? So I'm gonna
Why
give
do you
three.
think I don't know how to say the word decade?
No, but you gotta say it. But you gotta say it the Philly way. So we're gonna give you 3 shots.
Okay.
So it's get the money first, dickhead, or get the money first, dickhead. But you know what I mean. You get 3 tries. So go ahead.
You want me to
Yeah, 3
get the
times.
money first, dickhead?
Two more.
Oh, that wasn't it? That wasn't it?
Okay. Almost.
You got that sound for that. You got
Almost.
the ear,
You
right?
got it, bro.
Get that money, dickhead.
That was terrible. Try one more.
It's
The
getting
first
worse
one was
as the
better.
night's going on.
Yeah.
Get the money first, dickhead.
All right, we're gonna take that one. What's your name, bro?
Dan.
Good to
Kelly,
meet you,
right?
man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for sitting down with us, Kelly.
I got a camera girl over here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You already know Khan Hussein, aka Kelly the Don. Get the money first, dickhead.
Hey, man. Dan, nice to meet you.
Hi, Dan. I'm Kiana.
Kiana, very nice to meet you.
Thank
Are you
you.
from Philadelphia, Kiana?
Yes, I am born and raised in Philadelphia, heart of Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, all
Okay.
day Badlands. Not just Badlands, but all over North Philly.
Okay. What is your favorite aspect of Philadelphia?
I like to, well, growing up for me in the 80s,
Okay.
it was so much community, family.
Mhm.
Across the street, I had an aunt over there. Down the street, I had an uncle. Around the corner, I had another. So everything was close.
Right.
Close community, close about, I don't know, I miss that part. I miss going outside playing. I miss when the danger wasn't that bad. I miss when it was respect in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you see kids walking, no crimes is being committed.
Right.
Like it's no respect right now. I miss that.
I mean, hundreds of kids literally gather on their bikes and will go destroy storefronts or destroy a cop car on a Friday night. It's just crazy, you know?
I feel like because they don't have nothing to do. Like growing up for me, we had recreation centers, we had drill teams, we had basketball tournaments and games in different communities,
Yep.
or different schools, or wherever you went. You traveled with different things, but when the city or whoever shut everything down, what do you expect the youth to do?
Right.
How you
It's-
expect for them to burn their energy off? Not saying that it's right that they go out there and destroy, police stuff, but when you take out the fundamental stuff that they need throughout the summer, what do you expect them to do?
Right. And we put a lot of money into the school system. The soda tax program has been booming. I can only imagine how much a day that pays. Because I know I drink soda. I'm sure you drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So new information.
Mhm.
What is your favorite activity to do in Philadelphia
Growing up or now?
now?
I love going by the art museum, walking with the water, or even bike riding. I go down there with the family sometimes. It'd be a gang
Okay.
of us, and we get on the family pedal thing, and we pedal down there. We interact with other people. We go picnicking down there.
Right.
We go. It's not just a morning thing; it's an afternoon thing. They got a beer craft thing down there. It's wonderful to go by yourself. It's wonderful to go with you and your mate, but also wonderful for the family. The
Yes.
fountain. The kids get in the fountain. It's food. It's weddings. You get invited, have a drink, and run around the place. It's fun.
That's good.
Philly
That's
is
good.
love.
If there was one piece of life advice, what would you give to the people?
Be yourself and live life to the fullest.
Amen. Amen. What is your dream?
For what? For Philly? Or just
No, for
me?
you. For you. What is your life dream?
To break barriers,
Break barriers.
to
Okay.
change, to do things that people don't normally do, to be courageous, to step out, to change somebody, to touch somebody.
Okay.
Just to be me, authentically.
That's good. That's good. Thank you very much for your time. I greatly appreciate it.
All right.
And if they wanted to find you, how could they find you?
You can find me at Kiana on Instagram or Loyalty on Instagram. Check me out on there.
Stay cool. Thank you.
One love. Hi, you guys. You can also find us at Picture Perfect Photography on Instagram. That's Picture Perfect Photography on Instagram. Thank you. One love.
Welcome back with Get the Money First. I'm sitting here with, tell us your name.
My name's Dan. I'm with Philly FPV and Fall Risk.
In Fall Risk.
Fall Risk Club. Yep.
So what made you name your company that?
So I've ridden motorcycles and dirt bikes my entire life, and when riding and teaching people how to ride, I often found that every year I was in the hospital visiting friends, and every time you break something and you go to the hospital, you get a yellow band and it says fall risk, right? So as a teenager, you happen to just pocket things whenever you go to places. So I always pocketed one of those fall wristbands, and I'd put one on, and they lasted a while.
That's
and
hilarious.
I'd always be like, oh, this reminds me not to fall. You know what I mean? Because it's real. Like when you're out on a motorcycle and you're riding, that's the one thing you have to think about all the time is literally don't fall.
Tell me more about your business.
So we're a drone videography and photography company. We do media marketing for small and large nationwide companies. Anything from aerial to photography and videography to ground footage like you're doing right now. We cover it all.
How long have you been in business?
6 years. 6 long, rolling years. I'm sure you've been doing it long enough. It's a roller coaster.
So what made you come into doing podcasting and filming and everything?
So I've filmed and sold a lot of footage to the news, and I feel like when I see my footage on the TV, it's not what I would have clipped out of it. You know what I mean? It's not what I would have chosen.
Rewind further back. So what created your film journey?
I met a stranger in the woods, and he rode dirt bikes too, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman first, so I love making money, whatever that may be. So he's one person I would call a mentor, and he makes a lot of good money for a lot of people. And he owns a roofing company, and somebody had gifted him a drone, and he asked me if I could fly it, and I said sure, and I crashed into a tree. So I had to fix it.
Wow.
But then it was mine because I broke it, so I bought it. You know what I mean?
You bought it.
Exactly.
The American way.
So I had to make money off of it because I'm a business guy. So I started flying it, and a year after that, I made what I made a year in a month. So I got addicted, right?
What was that figure?
So I made $32,000 in a month. Gross, and that was more than I took home out of my job out of City Hall in Philadelphia. So
what are you doing?
I worked for Motorola, the radio people. Okay. So I helped the police and emergency services maintain their radio communication network throughout Philadelphia.
Wow, what a journey!
It has been a weird one.
So, if you could tell the next generation that's up and coming, what would you suggest for their path?
You know, I feel like, and I say this to people a lot, and now anymore I see it like people see me and what I create and the people I interact with, and they now praise what I've done. But the first 2 or 3 years of that 6 years, everybody told me I wasn't going to do nothing. You know, how are you going to make a sustainable money off of that? You know,
they didn't know about that $32,000.
No, you don't go around telling people. You know, you just don't. But I think more people should be, you know, just out in the open about the journey that you can go out and make, you know, a living. And that's been 3 years ago, and this has been 4 years now. I'm full time at this, so it's a living. It is a lifestyle. I wake up and I breathe videography. If I'm not creating, I'm finding a new client and training a new hire or doing whatever I need to do. So it's, I don't know. I love it. I love it to death. If I gave any piece of advice, it would be stick to it and don't.
Are you ready for 30 seconds of death?
30 seconds of death. I hope I don't
that's
die at the end.
That's 3 crazy questions, and you have 30 seconds to answer them.
Okay,
Alright.
so these are your hook questions.
That's fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Question number 1. The clock is ticking. The clock starts. When does it start, Asia?
Now.
All right, the clock starts now. All right. Now, all the nationalities of different people you've been with, male or female, Who's the best?
Spanish will outlast me all day long.
Spanish, okay. That's number one. Number two, what's the highest you ever got in your life?
Highest?
You remember, but you don't remember.
I broke my leg, and Temple University cut off all my clothes, and they shot me through full of fentanyl, and that's probably the highest I've ever been in my entire life. I've done some drugs, but I've never done pure fentanyl. You know?
Jeez.
Huh?
We call it fettuccine.
Fettuccine. Well,
Number
yeah,
three.
it scared the crap out of me.
Number
Yeah.
3, right? Have you ever been doing one of these interviews and somebody got out of pocket like they wanted to fight or they got aggressive with you?
No, I usually don't put my opinion in. I just ask people questions, and it's generally nothing triggering.
Congratulations. You made it through 30 seconds of death.
Thank you very much.
Get the money first.
I hope somebody pays.
No, you was supposed to say dickhead. You was supposed to say dickhead. One more drop. So get the money first.
Dickhead.
All right, shout out to my man. Y'all, everybody go tune in, man. You already know what's going on, man.
Thank you.
The takeover, the break's over. You already know.
Amen.
It's us.
Amen.
And
thank you very much, Marigold Rose.
Movies and matching.
Moga Rolls. I'm sorry, I've been up since 5
Exactly.
a.m.
What you're matching, you figure it out. Be creative. Movies and match it.